in the meantime, while he's trying to connect the computer because the screen is small, I thought, hey, this is up and running, so we'll see if he does get it to wake up. I made it quite dark. I'll get it or whatever.
Mini-me of CNC.
Or do they have 3 and 2 and 4 things? So in the meantime, I made the minor mistake last night of needing filament for the 3D printer I have. So I was over at MicroCenter, and it happened to glance and found this. So it's a little mini CNC machine engraver. So instead of building one, I bought it for $200 basically. It's like $199.99. So a penny under 200. So yeah, it's basically a little thing. They have pretty good documentation, it looks like there in general. So there's their documentation. It basically can do is an engraver. It's not really going to cut per se, so I consider this a toy, but it's a good basic inexpensive little engraver. It looks like. So I just literally got it this morning. Got it out of the box about 2 hours back. So I haven't actually put the bit on that. So that my next goal is to actually test it out. But it looks to me like it should do a pretty good job.
Many leftover parts.
Hey John, was it when you pulled open the box, was it in parts?
It was already put together. I was
Okay, so you
actually
didn't have to do
impressed.
anything on
That's
that.
right.
That's
I
cool.
was anticipating putting it together.
Yeah.
And because they basically, when you go to their website to buy it, it's in parts. So yeah, if you buy it at the MicroCenter, it was already put together. So they may have decided that it's simpler if they have it already together.
For those of you who just couldn't wait to sell it.
So yeah, so as I said, so far it looks pretty good to me. You can see the bit, as I said, it's just a little sharp little thing. So I may change that out. I think they easily upgrade without too much work. They have pretty good dimensions on everything, so there's the more that they have with it. So yeah, as I said, it looks like the documentation actually is pretty good. I'm overall impressed. There's the dimension size of it. Now the actual travel is, you'll know it's only 13 cm, 10 cm, and then the 7.5 cm. So it's by default going to be more for like name tags type things and stuff. It's not really meant for big things, but it has a reasonably cheap price though too, so comparatively. So I think it definitely is a good introduction to a CNC router type machine. And then you may have
Did you get the laser spindle?
I didn't get one yet. They didn't have that there. If they have, I've probably gotten it too.
Make sure you wear glasses, dude.
Yes, that's the key though. You do need when you do get it because you know it's not enclosed and doesn't have the protective glass.
That's reflected in.
Right. But they do have that option, so
I assume, is it like a Blu-ray laser diode or something?
I think so.
Some kind of visible high power
Right.
watt.
I mean, it's not
Okay.
going to be, cut through a lot. It'll be more
Right.
effectively an engraver type
Yeah.
situation.
Burn the surface.
But
Yeah, I have
it
a
could do
friend-
enough damage to your eyes anyway, so that's hence why I can see it has safety around it.
I have a friend who similar, has a Blu-ray laser diode and a similar XY gizmo. Anyway, he wrote my name on the side of a match, a regular box match like you.
Right.
So pretty nifty,
Oh, yeah.
pretty small.
So, that's a little wire. So, they are showing their documentation, and this is pretty good documentation. They show the software out there that you can use for design, like Inkscape or whatever. And then Now, they also show you generate the G code, and then you run, in this case, they're actually running the Gerbil control. Now, I have universal G code reader that I have running the share code and that. So but basically, either the software seems to work. Now, as I said, I didn't have to put it together, so I was happy, but here's been symbol instructions. So you can see that it's the different parts, so you could literally, if you want to do it yourself, you could go get the parts separately and build it. And if you have a 3D printer, you can print your angle brackets, so that's out there. So, yeah, so. So there's sort of this, how you assemble it. So, okay, then here's what they give. Now this part of the demonstration of their documentation, I wonder about a little. In my case, it's pretty straightforward because I play with other CNC machines, but you know, they show here the Gerbil control panel and that. And then they sort of tell you about doing tests, check to verify they can talk, your computer can talk to or the software can. And then they go in a valve. Now, they don't, as far as I haven't found this valve yet, but I just got about an hour before this meeting, so I haven't tried to play with that yet, but they seem like they do have.
So John, what are you going to use this for? Just as intended, or are you going to modify it?
I mainly got it as a toy, and then I thought, well, it could be used for engraving little thing, and probably I'm toying with, well, I'll probably put a pin on it because I don't know if we want flying chips going out at people, but over when we do over in Fort Worth, the show, I'm thinking it could have a pen on it, bird part, something, so effectively you can draw a paint or draw something that we could have paper-wise to people, or you know, a real label type machine. Effectively is what I'm seeing it as.
Yeah.
So, and it's very compact. I mean, it's all about, you know, 12 by 12-ish.
Does it
So
have a bigger
it's-
brother?
So
Does it have a bigger brother?
it could.
Oh.
If you look on Thingiverse, you'll see this design out there to some degree. There are people out there that
Oh, yeah.
do make 3D printers effective this way. So that's why I said it could. And I can see where I might scale it up type thing. So that's that. As I said, this is how they put it together basically. Now they have, they have a sample project guidelines out there. So as I say, I haven't gotten quite all to this. Although there's their little laser head, and they can see how it's mounted in there. We can see how this works, so I haven't touched there, but before we do that, I'll actually show you, now this is the Universal G-Code Center, so this is not the software that they have in their documentation, but it works just as well. So you can see here, when I click the Y-axis, it will move. So, you know, so that's jogging right now. So as I said, I was overall pleased with, so far with it. Now the actual, you know, running will be, of some real code in there will be interesting. It looks like it's going to be pretty good and pretty accurate. So let's see what this thing does, since I haven't done it. So, okay, and it says,
That's pretty good.
yeah, and they're using the plastic sheet that you typically get on the boat for that. So, and then there's the blue laser version. But yeah, I suspect it should do a pretty good job for what it is. And definitely for the price, I thought it was very reasonable. But it's literally came out the box, downloaded, when I already had the
You
software.
know how much the laser costs?
I want to say 150-ish, but we could look up.
Yeah.
So it,
Yeah, I would think that if your power supply was adequate, you could probably just use any of the ones that are available on.
oh yeah, well, you don't have to use theirs, yeah, any
You might be able to get it
programs
for a
out
little
there.
better price.
Oh, I suspect so. So, as I said, I didn't originally plan to buy it yesterday when I went and got filled with it, but I kind of
You
says.
could look at, it's AIXIZ.com, they sell.
Right, they sell what they're doing. Yeah, nowadays, what's starting to develop is originally people built 3D printers and they now decided, oh, a CNC, a laser, they're all about the same. The only difference, your head has changed from a
Yeah.
router to a laser to a paintbrush, as an example.
It sells probably a 50 watt.
Oh yeah, you can get higher wattage.
Yeah.
So yeah, and as I said, this is just the beginning of a larger one.
Mhm.
Or I thought, well, hey, I'll test this out and see, because well, Doug is in the process of building one, right? To some degree, we're
What?
building a CNC machine, right?
Yeah, I'm building, I can't break that one in, but it's, because it's gonna be about 24 by 18 bed piece. And it's out on Thingiverse. It's a design called the Root CNC 2.1.
So yeah, if you look at
That's
Thingiverse,
actually, I'm pretty well into that build.
so if you look at Thingiverse, as Doug said, it was Root 2.1.
2.1, yeah.
And that, so there's several designs out there, but as I said, the people are starting to use them for more than just 3D printers, because, yeah, it's relatively, the components for a 3D printer versus a router is just, the head's a little different. But the base concepts are all there, and just might have to be a little more serious for the router.
It's my understanding too that Pat's getting one of those open source, open build ones.
Okay,
He's got, can't remember, it's called the C machine?
yeah, so it's the bigger one.
CB, is that what it is?
That sounds right, because
But
I looked at
anyway,
that one.
he said he's gonna bring one of those in to demo at probably one of the robot builders night out.
Because yeah, well, if you got the small one, they're selling right now for around $700. Now, they have a bigger version that does, and it's at 12 by roughly 24, I think it's exact dimensions. And it looks very similar to this, only larger. But that is, I think, around $900 right now. So it's really not bad price, and you can see how pretty detail accurate they are. So
Go ahead.
you were going to say something?
Oh, I thought he was.
Oh, well.
Okay, well, I'll say
Say
something.
Okay.
It's sort of like the beginning. You remember when you were building your own PCs? You know, and there would be one that you could go down to this thing and buy one, but you could also build your own components.
Yeah.
That's exactly where it is right now. So just like in those days, why you built your own PC was because you could prioritize certain things. So like in here, with the CNC machine, rigidity, rigidity, rigidity is the big thing. So the next thing after that is probably spindle, spindle, spindle. So you might want to spend, like if you look at John's right here, that's kind of a small spindle. So if he's going to go to a laser, he's going to have the laser they sell him, but he can go all the way up to 10 watts if he wanted to.
Or even more.
So I mean, he could, so he might want to spend his money on, you know, an expensive laser thing.
So are these infrared lasers when you get up to the higher power? I mean, I know they're Blu-ray down to the low wattage, but
I'm not,
like fiber or IR or something.
I know you
I thought they were
I know you
infrared,
can
but-
get an IR 10 watt laser. I guess it doesn't really matter at that power, because if you screw up, You know, whether you saw a flash of blue, green, or nothing, probably doesn't make much difference. Yeah.
Blind is blind.
Yeah, so I mean, I do hesitate, without an enclosure,
Yeah,
I
I would tend to,
really hesitate to
Yeah,
to add a laser.
I would recommend definitely an enclosure in that, because people might be wandering by and they don't
Right.
know,
Yeah,
and yeah.
I mean,
At those power levels.
Yeah, it's big.
but with the 10-watt laser, it's amazing, you can actually cut stuff
Oh,
from a
just
laser
tell.
diode.
Yeah.
It would tend, but it's not.
I mean, I guess the
gonna go
benefit though, I mean, when you talk about like CO2 laser, you know, it's a really long wave. It's like 10 times the wave, or 10 times the wavelength.
Yeah,
So it's like 10 microns versus 1 micron.
Yeah.
Versus, I guess, visible at half micron. But anyway, with the CO2 laser, you know, of course, it seems like it kind of penetrates and allows you to cut like plexiglass beautifully with 5 or 10 watts.
Yeah.
But with the visible light, you know, I think it must be a different ballgame as far as how to approach and all that.
well, like I say, I've seen YouTube videos where they're cutting at least 3 millimeter plexiglass.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right, I mean, I personally have my own CO2 laser like you do, and I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's,
like a hot knife through butter.
I mean, it's just it's like you got a real machine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's its rating for the laser? You know?
Mine?
Yeah.
40 watt.
Oh, 40.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing an interesting thing that you might be interested in is, you know, you've probably seen these barbecue thermometers with a black body on, a little black body on the end where they're measuring laser power.
Yeah.
Well, I'm playing around with using a K probe, a K thermocouple embedded in a small aluminum block that I have put a lamp black on.
Yeah.
You know, just held it over in the flame of a fire, and it looks like it works. Now I don't know how. You know, so the calculation, you know, if you just assume a black body, you get a temperature difference, and you know the specific, whatever it is, I can't remember what it is, but I think it's specific gravity, but of the material. But anyway, if you know that, you can calculate the watts. And
So you're saying you have to set like your temperatures to poultry or pork or, you know.
you have to have one that has real degree. Well, with mine, I just hooked up to one of my Harbor Freight K thermal meters.
I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
pork.
Yeah. Well, the ones that they do, the ones you buy, because what gives me is the ones you buy cost $100 minimum. And they, like I said, they literally look like one of those barbecue thingies stuck on the with a aluminum block on the end of it. Anyway, asides.
John, do you have anything else?
And that's basically it for today.
Okay.